Don't fuss about it when something happens that you don't necessarily agree with. That's basically a sentence that you can tell every Karen in existence and it would end up acting like sunlight on a vampire. It would make them very angry. But the funniest thing for me a few days ago is that I realized in Germany we have a very similar sounding phrase for basically the same situation. Welcome to Kaffeekränzchen. Well, it probably sounds very similar, especially for people who don't speak German. Mach kein Fass auf. That phrase basically just means don't open a barrel. And I give you a second to guess where it comes from. Right. It actually comes from English. Wait, don't tell me you're expecting a deeper explanation like, well, in the culinary world of yesteryear, many things were once stored in barrels, so this sentence was a quip at people irrationally opening barrels and potentially wasting stock before checking if there's already some open for use. Well, though that sounds very nice and interesting as an origin story, but the truth is much more simple. Making a fuss over something was the earlier expression, and when people who spoke English used that sentence in Germany, it got soon adapted into ein Fass aufmachen. Before that, saying mach kein Wirbel drum, basically meaning don't make a twist for it, was more commonly used, and still is by a lot of people. Personally, I'm quite surprised about the origin of this phrase because we have a bunch of phrases that have a relation to barrels. Like when something unbelievably bad or surprising happens, people tend to say, das schlägt dem Fass den Boden aus, meaning that breaks the bottom of a barrel, indicating that whoever said this has enough of the ongoing shenanigans. On that note, I definitely hope that you had fun and learned something, and I hope that I might see you next time. Tschüss.